Nagsimula na ngayong araw sa Supreme Court ang oral arguments para sa petitions questioning the constitutionality of unprogrammed appropriations or ang tinatawag din na standby funds sa national government budget. Ito ba ay nagamit para sa budget insertions at inabuso nga ba ng Congress ang power of the purse nito? This is Kathleen De Villa for The Inquirer, and here's everything you need to know. Tungkol saan ng mga petition? May 4 na petition na pinasa on separate occasions as early as January 2024. Ang mga ito ay kinonsolidate ng Supreme Court dahil lahat ito ay gustong ideklarang illegal ang ilang bahagi ng national budget in the last 3 years. Ayon sa petitioners, for the 2024 budget, meron daw naging bicameral insertion of 449.5 billion pesos. Sa 2025 budget, meron daw naging unconstitutional amendments kasama na ang special road fund ng DPWH na halos dumoble from 16.8 billion pesos to 34.7 billion pesos. At sa current 2026 budget naman ay nagkaroon daw ng unprogrammed appropriations na hindi aligned sa 1987 Constitution. Bahagi ng naging oral arguments ang pag-iimbita ng Amicus Curiae or tinatawag na Friends of the Court na hindi party to the case. Sila ay sina Solito Monsod, Ben Jokno, Frank Trilon at Butch Abad, mga dating cabinet members at economic managers sa past administrations. Ayon kay Monsod na isang economist, ang unprogrammed funds ay naging repository ng budget insertion sa Bicameral Conference Committee ng Kongreso. Dito daw itinago ng legislators ang lump sum appropriations na naging rason kaya lumobo ang unprogrammed funds. At ito na nga ang bagong form ng pork barrel. More than 10 years since the Supreme Court struck it down as unconstitutional. Ipinakita naman ni Jokno na based on historical data ay 5 beses pa lang nag-exceed ang unprogrammed appropriations sa version proposed by the President. Noong 2010 under the Arroyo administration, noong 2022 under the Duterte administration, and in 2023, 2024, and 2025 under the Marcos administration. Ito kasi ay bawal ayon sa 1987 Constitution which states, the Congress may not increase the appropriations recommended by the President for the operation of the government as specified in the budget. The form, content, and manner of preparation of the budget shall be prescribed by law. At ipinakita ni Jokno ang massive increase ng standby funds in the last 3 years alone.
This is not to argue that Congress may increase the unprogrammed appropriations as requested by the executive. This is only meant to reflect the monumental abuses done by Congress during the last 3 years, 2023, 2024, and 2025 national budgets.
Release of unprogrammed funds, usually for infrastructure projects or social projects, are triggered only when there is an excess of revenues or windfall. Pero ayon kay Drilon, dating Senate President and Justice Secretary, dapat ay makover muna ang lahat ng programmed line items sa national budget bago madeklara na may excess funds for the unprogrammed appropriations. Alarming naman para kay Abad ang recent practices ng Kongreso sa pag-decide kung ano ang unprogrammed funds at kung kailan ito dapat maaaring i-release.
Recent practices raise an even more serious concern, Your Honors. When unprogrammed appropriations are expanded beyond fiscal limits and treated as readily activatable, they risk becoming not merely contingent spending authority, but a mechanism for circumventing constitutional restraints. In particular, they raise questions as to whether the budget ceiling itself is being observed or effectively bypassed.
Pero iginiit ni Solicitor General Darlene Breberabe, ang Chief Government Lawyer, na ang unprogrammed appropriations ay hindi covered ng constitutional limits. Matitrace ang unprogrammed appropriations all the way to the crafting of the first national budget post-EDSA in 1986. Throughout the years, it has remained unchecked, but with these petitions, the Supreme Court may change again the way the Congress exercises its power of the purse, the same way it did when it ordered the abolition of the pork barrel in 2013. Magre-resume ang oral argument sa Supreme Court on April 21.